Word today that one possible aftershock from a default on the nation's debt next Tuesday could be a reduction in the AAA rating for Palm Beach County, a stellar credit rating. Let's go live to Capitol Hill, where Republican House Speaker John Boehner is trying to rally his troops. He's just finished speaking. You now see some of the procedural work going in the House chamber on Capitol Hill as they prepare to try and rally Republicans for a vote on the Boehner plan to try and break a deadlock, if at all possible, on this debt deal. Nonetheless, what could the reverberations be out of Washington for counties like ours? We have Greg McBride, senior financial analyst with Bankrate, joining us now. Sir, thanks for being with us. If they default on the nation's debt, and if the nation's AAA ratings lowered, could we see an aftershock that could impact it for Palm Beach County? And for those of us who don't follow what these ratings mean, what would be the real pocketbook impact for you and me?
Well, Michael, this is something that's like dropping a rock into the water. It's going to ripple out in all directions, and you're going to see states, municipalities, federal agencies, many of them will be subject to lower credit ratings, and it's also going to drive up borrowing costs for us as consumers and small businesses. You're going to see it on things like mortgages, auto loans, maybe even credit cards and some student loans as well. And
so in a county like ours with a higher rating, and you've underscored this is only an if, we don't know if it would happen, it's a concern, but should that rating be lowered when you go out to try and bond a project as a community, and that's backed by tax money, ultimately the cost eventually, whether it's over 5, 10, 20, 30 years, all accrue to all of us, do they not?
Well, all the more money that goes into interest payments, as less money that's spent elsewhere in the economy, it becomes kind of a headwind, and that's going to be true at the federal level. And then, of course, any local ratings that decline would face that same headwind.
By the way, we tried to talk to the county. They declined comment on this day. Your bottom line, you've been listening to what's going on. What do you think is going to happen after next Tuesday? Do you see a credit reduction for the nation and localities as likely, possible, or don't worry?
Well, I'm not a political handicapper, but I do see two things we have to be concerned with. One being the downgrade. Second, and more seriously, is the potential for a default, which if it lasts for any time, that could cause real problems economically. The downgrade's more manageable, but the default is the situation we really have to worry about.
Greg McBride, senior financial analyst with Bankrate, we thank you for sharing some of your perspective with us this day.